Alright guys, it's time for a Fusion recap video. Now, I said I was going to do one each day, and then I got sidetracked, and yeah, now we're here. So this is going to be for days 2 and 3, and then I'll have day 4 out tomorrow. So yeah, 2 videos in one day. You know, it's not like I got anything else to do during quarantine, except make videos. But yeah, also people have been asking me about the 10,000 sub Q&A. That's going to be coming very soon, I swear. It's just, I've been lazy. But I started editing it, so it should be done in no more than a couple more days. So thank you for your patience. Yeah, as always, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to hit subscribe. Let's become the first Rocket League YouTube channel to hit 1 billion subscribers. If we can hit 1 billion one day, I don't know, I'll Venmo you all a penny or something. Yeah, let's get right into the video. So 3 matches happen each day, so we got 6 matches to go over. I'll just start off by going over the 2 that happen in 3s, then 2v2, and 1v1, because I like that. I like doing 3s and 2s and 1s instead of jumping all over. So match number 1 happened on May 26th. It was Rogue versus Stromboli, and this was an absolute slaughter. Alright, so Stromboli only scored 2 goals throughout the entire 3v3 that they played. And there were some people questioning Rogue going into this tournament. They were saying, yes, they did play very well in Spring Series and in the Brawl Invitational, but will they be able to keep that up? Was it a honeymoon phase like some people think happened with Mouse Sports? Obviously not. They scored 5 goals in game 1, 5-0, and they just obliterated. They just dominated the entire games. I will admit, 3 of the games were 1-goal games, but if you really watched, Rogue just looked so good. You really didn't think for a second Stromboli had a chance. And the question is, do you guys believe in Rogue yet? The people who were doubting, do you believe that this team is here? What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this new Rogue that we see. I know a lot of Kronovi fanboys, they're on the Rogue train, they've always have been, but what about the people who weren't? Do you guys see the potential in them yet? I mean, this is a pretty good performance. A 4-0 against Stromboli, a dominating performance. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. And then we have Space Station versus Divine. And this is so weird because Space Station came out playing not that great. And I mean, Arsenal, I forget if it was like in the first couple games, he had this insane double tap own goal redirect, whatever. They just were off. I felt like they were just having fun messing around, and they still won. So, and they really started to pick it up, especially after game 3. Once they lost their first game, they were like, all right, let's start trying. And yeah, they took it in 6 games. So Divine kept it a lot closer than I originally thought they were going to. However, Space Station also looked kind of weird. I can't tell if they just weren't trying or if they were just off that day. It was really weird. I really can't pinpoint to what it is, but the first couple games of that matchup was pretty funny. At the very end of this 3v3, Sypical nails a double tap flip reset. Just an incredible shot to end it off, to just kind of say, hey, yeah, don't think that you could beat us. And that was the nail in the coffin to put the game away at the very end. So really, really good stuff by them. I'm going to show that clip for you guys because it was awesome. It was insane. You know, watching plays like this, when you're just sitting, you're watching Rocket League and you don't know what's about to happen, then it does. It's just the most incredible thing. Like, I was literally out of my seat yelling at that. And then we go on to 2v2, and we'll start off with Space Station Gaming versus Divine again, and, you know, it was as to be expected. Sypical is just one of the best 2s players in the world, and when you watch that game, Sypical looked so good. And to be fair, Arsenal was keeping up with him. Like, Arsenal was having a lot of plays. I think they scored almost equal amount of goals. However, Sypical was, you can tell, he was the one who was creating a lot of space. Just, he was where he needed to be all the time. You could definitely tell he was above just everyone else on the field in that game mode. But Divine actually did take the first game, very close. But then after that next game, there was only one game that was close, and it was game 4, where it was a 1-goal game. SSG still won that, but Space Station Gaming playing very well during that matchup. Then we have 72 PC versus Vision, and I gotta say, Kinsey played amazing. So Vision didn't outpace 72 PC, they just outplayed them. And what I mean by that is Lion Blaze and Jacob were easily able to keep up with the pace. In fact, I think Lion Blaze is probably the fastest player on that field. So definitely you're not outpacing 72 PC in any way. However, it more came down to the fact that Kinsey was going for and perfectly executing flip resets, double taps, musties. Just he was doing it all, ceiling shots, and he was all over the field, just getting these slight outplays. He had great ball control. In fact, there's just so much that you could say, because originally going into this matchup, I know a lot of people actually had 72 PC winning this. I thought I did as well, because Lionblaze and Jacob are actually a very good 2v2 duo, and they were only able to take 2 of the games. There just really was a clear disparity in who is the best team, and it definitely was Vision. So props to them just pulling stuff out when, honestly, I think all odds were stacked against them. I would call that sort of an upset, because I did think that Lionblaze and Jacob had that in the bag. But, I mean, they showed up 100%. Keenstay's been playing out of his mind. And then we get on to the 1v1, and I'm kind of happy to talk about this 1v1. So, first of all, 72 PC versus Stromboli, aka Lionblaze versus Alpha Cap. Anybody who wants to see what perfect defense looks like, watch this match. Lionblaze, I think this is the most amount of times I've seen an air dribble bump dodged in one game. Not only did he have to dodge it, but he had to save the ball, and Lionblaze is just on fire. It was such an entertaining match to watch. Not as entertaining as the Divine Vision. I personally think that's one of my favorites still. This was also a really good one. I mean, he won 10 goals to 5 in one game. I mean, Lionblaze was on fire, and to be completely honest, okay, Alpha Cap kept it very, very close. However, I mean, Alpha Cap looked like he was going to win at one point. He was up 3 games to 2 on double match point. Lionblaze was able to take it in the last couple of games. Still some close games, but I gotta say, the difference maker, the reason Alpha Cap lost is because of Lionblaze's defense. I'm just insane saves, and not only dodging air dribble bumps, he had other saves too that were just god tier, S++ rated tier, whatever you want to call it. There's insanely good stuff from Lionblaze and from Alpha Cap. Just I'll be honest, Alpha Cap really surprised I think everyone, because we knew he was pretty decent at ones, but I didn't know he was this good. I think he really stepped it up for this tournament. This is one of the best showings I think he's had in a while. It's hard to be mad at Alpha Cap for losing, because Lionblaze was just so good defensively. But I think that Alpha Cap's biggest strength was his ball control. Alpha Cap had really tight control of the ball at a lot of times. I thought his dribbles looked very good. I thought that his just control, his flicks, placement just was very good, and that's what really kept him in the game at some points. While it was Lionblaze's just dominating defense, just couldn't get anything by him. But Alpha Cap did manage to get a lot by him. All right, like obviously Lionblaze didn't save everything, but at the same time, great match. And then we have Affinity versus Team Envy, which is Magic Bear versus Reddles. I did say I was pretty sure I thought I knew how this game was gonna go, but if you want to see one of the highest scoring, total scoring games, watch this. There wasn't a single game that had less than 11 goals scored. There wasn't a single game. There was 11 in one game. There was 17 in another. It's just so many goals. There was 2 games where Magic Bear scored 10, and I'll be honest, before going into this this tournament, I didn't know Reddles was this good of a ones player. I mean, Reddles actually blew away my expectations on how he performed in ones. Or I thought he was solely a 3v3 player, and Reddles really did show playing against Magic Bear that he's really good, and through the qualifiers. But with that said, Magic Bear also showed that he's looking like one of the most dominating 1v1 players in North America right now. I think that the way Magic Bear is playing, the only person I think that has a chance at beating Magic Bear is First Killer, honestly. And even First Killer is going to need to be on his A game to play against Magic Bear. He really will be. I mean, this is just an absolute crazy performance. The biggest that I've ever seen from Magic Bear. He played very well in RLRS, obviously. We knew he had the great threes potential, but the 1v1, I didn't know he was this good, okay? Props to Reddles for putting up this many goals and keeping it. Honestly, I'd say he put up a fairly good fight against a Magic Bear looking this good, but it's going to be really difficult for anybody to beat Magic Bear the way he's playing. And now let's get on to the matches that are happening today, which by the time this video goes up, they might have already happened. We have Team Envy versus Vision in 3v3s. Obviously, we know which way this is going to go. I say obviously because it's not like I'm disrespecting Vision. I'm actually just hyping up Team Envy because they are the RLCS team. I mean, let's put it this way. If RLCS teams lost to RLRS teams, then they would be in RLRS and not RLCS. I mean, this matchup on paper should be Team Envy all the way. As we can see, Rogue 4-0ing Stromboli, Space Station only giving up 2 games against Divine when they really weren't playing that well. The RLCS teams just do have a clear advantage in threes, and I'm sure nobody disagrees with me on that. Then in 2v2, the matchup happening next is going to be Stromboli versus Affinity. Again, I actually could see this going either way, so this will be an interesting match as well. And then the very last match is going to be Rogue versus Space Station, and we know it doesn't matter who Space Station throws out there, First Killer will 100% win this match because First Killer is one of the best ones players in NA, while Space Station, they don't really even have a ones player. They have a twos player and a threes team. You know, if Space Station win this, it would honestly be the biggest upset of the tournament. I just can't see it. If it happens, that would be awesome, but can't see it. Right, I think Rogue, I'm going to make a bold claim. I'm going to say 4-1, honestly, with this matchup. Because 1v1, you know, it's hard to 4-0 someone. You gotta play super consistently to 4-0 someone. But yeah, I think that First Killer's got the clear advantage in that. But yep, that's all the 3 matches happening today when I'm uploading this video. Should have already happened by the time this goes up. I don't know when it's going up. I'll have day 4 out tomorrow. Obviously, you guys do enjoy. If you guys enjoy recaps, predictions, just stuff about Rocket League Esports, subscribe to the channel. And if you guys do enjoy, you guys can follow me on Twitter. I'm cherry_ZRL on Twitter. You guys can follow me there. I enjoy follows. But yep, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.